So today I wanted to share more about my brand. I actually launched a brand with my sister called Peng Co. We wanted to bring art to everyone in the world, no matter where you are, what you're doing, especially because nowadays I think if you're not looking for it, art can be kind of hard to find. We can't go to museums anymore. We can't really go to shows anymore, gallery openings and things like that. And at the same time, we think that art should be available to anyone. Anyone who enjoys art, anyone who wants to become more involved in art, who wants to just spice up their walls or their clothes or whatever it is, express themselves. And why not reject the fast fashion, boring designs of fast fashion, and then actually put some effort and thought into some designs that we would like to see ourselves reflected in our own clothing, prints, accessories, what have you. Let me actually get into the story of why we decided to launch the brand. I think we can rewind all the way back to 2019. So it was 2019 New Year's, and my sister and I were actually in France. We were walking around Nice, which is a really nice city in southern France. It was nighttime, there were not too many people outside, it was very cold, but we were, just walking and talking during the night and reflecting over the year, as one does during New Year's Eve, I suppose. I think I realized at that point, like, what am I doing? I was having this quarter life crisis where I realized that all my life I had been thinking, I'm good at art, but I can always do it later. I could paint more stuff, but I don't have time right now. I want to make music, but I have to study for a test or something like that, And then as life kind of went on, I kept kind of going towards this path that I always thought is the path of success, I suppose. Get into a good school, and then after school find a job, and then after you find a job, find another job, and then I don't know what happens after that, you just keep finding jobs. At what point do you kind of stop and then you think, oh, now is the time that I'm going to have time to pursue my passions or my hobbies, the creative side of myself? There would be no time, because I would be continually just chugging along the rat race and continuing to try to figure out how to become the next whatever it is on the career path, right? Don't get me wrong, I love what I do at my job. At the same time, a job is a job. What I know that I love to do is to create things, to paint, to draw, to make music, dance, to just in general create things into the world that are more or less artsy. So yeah, back to France, I thought to myself, okay, now is the time, 2020 is gonna be the time that I stop dilly-dallying around and I'm actually gonna do something about it. I wrote it in my New Year's resolutions notebook. I think when 2020 began, I thought about it, but I didn't really think about it. That is, until the pandemic hit. Me, extroverted as hell, suddenly I was just staying in my room all day, not hanging out with people. Because, it's the pandemic, and I thought, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Sit here and be miserable? Hopefully not. And then I realized I do have all these resolutions, why not do that during pandemic? It got my gears turning again. I think that for anything, it just takes a while for you to get back into a habit or get back into a certain activity, and you just need to warm yourself up because you're probably going to be very rusty. For a lot of 2020, I was just warming myself back up again. I hadn't been practicing the creative mindset for a long time. A long time. So I think it took probably all of 2020 for me to really kickstart myself back into it again, right? Halfway through 2020, I was going through my sketchbook and everything, and I was like, hey, how many people would actually be interested in buying one of my sketches if I made them into prints? Actually, let me get my sketchbook right now. Okay, it's my sketchbook. It's where it all started. I actually bought this in Australia super long ago, and it was quite expensive, but the paper is super nice, and you can paint on it, you can draw on it. Favorite sketchbook ever, and I'm actually pretty much done with it, which is a first for any sketchbook I've ever had in my life. So there you go as well, 2020, the year I finally finished a sketchbook. So yeah, I was just flipping through my sketchbook, looking at all my drawings and whatnot, and I was like, would anyone actually want to buy one of these things? Because I have so I never thought of actually my my work being actually interesting to people, and then people are actually like, yeah, like I would, like that's pretty cool. I've never put real value to what I created, and for the first time I realized, oh, I could actually make something out of it. So then I hit up my sister who's in the States. We have a crazy kind of like time zone communication thing going on. I was like, hey, remember that thing we talked about in France where we're gonna like launch a brand? Let's do it. And she was like, okay, sure. My sister is way cooler than me, by the way. At first we thought it was just gonna be prints, but then we realized, why limit ourselves to just the typical art merchandise of like prints and stickers maybe? But why don't we actually combine our love for fashion as well? Why don't we try to build our own brand? When we first started, we were just like, oh, cool, like let's make these designs and then let's launch it next month. We like really didn't know what would go into building a brand with like 4 products to launch at once. Like if it was just prints, then maybe, but we were really ambitious. Like we were like, yeah, we want to like try out these like shirts, we want to try out masks, we want to try out stickers and prints. Like let's see what happens, let's see what sticks. Like we got to work and it was nonstop. It was from like July or August in 2020, and then we launched in January 2021. Like it was a long time, but we learned so much throughout each part of the process. It kind of reminds me of how when you talk to entrepreneurs, they say, you know, like just do it, because you will learn so much along the way that you would have never prepared for. I think that's just so true. All of the things that I had researched about or like read about or thought about entrepreneurship, it still didn't prepare me 100% for like the new kinds of things that I learned along the way. And you learn something every day that you're working on your own project or your own business or brand or whatever. And that part of the journey just has been so gratifying. Everything from the product development, creating designs, figuring out the logistics, supply chain, pricing, website, social media, marketing, all these things. There's a lot of things. It has been super gratifying experience. With that being said, I would like to show you how collection 1 looks like. So first I like to show our sticker pack. Total of 7 stickers. Let me show you each character, so to speak, and how they all fit into each other. First we have this guy. Dun, dun, dun. This is the tiger style sun with the 2 tigers on the sides and some clouds in the middle and text that says tiger style. This is also the same design that's on the shirt, and we kind of wanted to make something super bold, celestial. We love the cloud pattern and how in a lot of Asian art you see the clouds kind of being gradiated. So we want to simulate that same effect and have that on a sticker. Tigers are fierce, they're the protectors of the earth in terms of Chinese mythology. They're kind of badass, which is what we wanted to project the sticker. Next we have this sticker. This is the Peng Co tiger sticker with these 2 globes which are green and pink, similar to the cloud colors, but this is in a gradient. So as you can see, it is fierce as well. It was great on anything like chargers, laptops and stuff. It's just a cute sticker as well to stick on. Our third tiger is this watercolor tiger. This tiger I actually painted. Painting is on my wall over there. It is one of my favorite stickers that we have because it's just so dynamic. It looks like the tiger's kind of jumping at you, dancing around, and it's really a throwback to, not throwback, but it's a shout out to our Chinese heritage and how the watercolor style of a lot of these Chinese painting is just super cool. I think honestly very underrated. It's just so full of movement. So we have a few clouds in the series, right? So the first tiger had some clouds as well, but we also have this solo cloud here. So the idea was to give you the building blocks to build your own universe, so to speak. So we had this single cloud and a gradient kind of sunrisey color. You know, like when you're looking at the sky in maybe Bali or something, and then you see bursts of orange and yellow. And then we have this cloud, which is similar to the tiger cloud, but it's in a nice calm blue. We also intended for you to be able to build your own little world with this kind of cloud. If, for example, you wanted to put it in your journal or in your laptop, actually put this and this together to kind of make your own painting or like make your own drawing. And then like, you know, having your cloud over here. So that's kind of a fun little thing. Then we have Keeping It Peng, which is our kind of catchphrase. Peng actually means cool or like attractive or something in UK slang. So we thought it was kind of funny that there's such a positive connotation with our last name, but also the fact that it is our last name and it's also the name of our brand. We just want people to continue to keep Peng, as most British people probably would agree with. And then lastly, we have a little logogram, which we include. This one is of the same theme, which is, you know, the clouds and whatnot. The same clouds that you see in this sticker. Okay, so next up we have prints. We have two styles of prints here. And this is the Midnight Ukiyo-e design. So there's kind of a universe in the middle, and some clouds, as well as the two tigers, and around it says tiger style. And this one is also tiger style, but this is kind of a more elegant background. We chose this yellow with a repeating shell pattern in the background. The same motif as in the sticker and on our shirts. This is kind of, you know, classic if you want kind of a more demure Asian palace kind of thing. And this is a bit more spicy, I suppose, if you want a more like cool underground kind of vibe. So we have it in this size, which is like a medium size. This is A4. We also have it in smaller size. This is A5. So if you want just like a smaller card on your wall to fit, we have postcard size. So you actually get a pack of 4. If you want to send these to your loved ones, your friends, you can definitely write on the back of these, or you can just stick it on your wall as well. These are super cute. And we have this humongous poster size. So if you're trying to, you know, upgrade your wall, always get the big one. I don't have the yellow one right now on me, but you get the idea. It's quite big, yeah, compared to this. These are our masks. We have 2 colorways, so to speak, or actually 2 designs, because this one has clouds on it. So this is the navy, and this one is the periwinkle mask. They're both made out of a bridal satin material on the outside. On the inside, they're lined with this super soft Korean hijit material. It is white, so that means you know when it's time to wash it. So you definitely should be washing your masks regularly with warm soapy water. These would be best to hand wash. This is super comfortable for me, especially like I have pretty sensitive skin. So I wanted to find a mask that was soft on the inside and wouldn't necessarily make me break out too much. And I think this one does the trick. It's silky as well, and it looks great with your outfits. Of course, this is not a medical mask. If you are going to be in a dangerous situation, you're going outside with a lot of people, definitely wear a medical grade mask. But if you're, you know, in a more casual setting, you're outdoors, you want to look cute, or you want to layer this on top of another mask, it will definitely upgrade any outfit that you have because of the silkiness, the sheen that it has, and I think the colors themselves, they look great on any skin tone, and they're super cute with any outfit. Super versatile. Lastly, we have the shirts. So here we have the tiger style tee. I don't know why I'm holding it like this, but whatever. It is super fierce, super cool, has that same design that you've been seeing on the stickers and the prints. So I like to wear this with like jeans, with a denim skirt tucked in, or just loose, just walking around the house. I think it's just a fun shirt to have, especially during work from home, where you want to be comfortable but you also want to look cool. So this is a great kind of shirt to have in your wardrobe. And then we have the Keepin' It Peng shirt. So this one is in baby pink because we wanted to kind of have another color shirt in the collection. It's going to be kind of our little flagship shirt because it has our slogan on it. It's a really fun kind of retro style wavy shirt. So both of the shirts are kind of inspired by Asian street style, which is what I have loved ever since growing up and going around Asia as well. Like, I think people are masters at just wearing these cool t-shirts and elevating and making their style look super comfy and casual. Why not have some art on your shirt rather than, you know, any old logo or like a university slogan or something? I don't know, just like jazz it up, put some artwork on for Mondays, Tuesdays. Wednesdays you wear pink, wear the Keepin' It Peng shirt. So yep, that is a wrap on all of the items for collection number 1 of Peng Co. They're still available for pre-order. Please feel free to pre-order by direct messaging us on @Peng Co, and then you will get your products and hopefully be able to rock them. Please feel free to tag us and we will share your picture on our account. It brings us great joy to see everyone wearing the artwork that we've created, and we hope to make even more stuff in the future. Who knows what it's gonna be? It's gonna be t-shirts, it's gonna be other kinds of shirts, more masks, definitely more prints and stickers for sure. The world is kind of our oyster now that we have this platform, which we're so grateful to have after a lot of hard work in 2020. Let's see what 2021 brings. Thanks so much and keep it peng.